I think we can start. People might join in later between the session, so that's fine. So, all right, welcome again, guys. A very good afternoon, good evening, and thank you so much for taking the time to join us this today. And like whether you have been part of this Atlassian community for a while or whether you are joining for the first time for this Atlassian community, so we are really great to have you here. And this is always good to see mix of these rooms, like the new joinees and the experts and the beginners also, and that is fine. And I can see some familiar faces here, like people joining at for the very first time. I can see also like some of you are joining for the first time, so that's good. So let us be real today and about why we all are here. Team 26 happened last month, I guess, in May. Yeah. So and somewhere between the keynote clips and the actual job that everyone is doing around there in Anaheim, the details got away from you. Might be you're attending virtually or the in person. Some points you might missed already missed, and same for me as well. Like I missed the Team 26 this time. I attended virtually, but yeah, I cannot cover the whole sessions, like the brain dates and all the announcements and all the things that are going on the floor. But yeah, Ahmed was there and he knows everything, like most of the things, not everything. So yeah, he knows kind of the thing. Like there was a lot of AI, a lot of announcements, a lot of slides, a few workshops, a few like a bash party as well. And yeah, this is whole point of the tonight. And we are lucky here because Ahmed was here today with us. Ahmed is with us. So now, before we like move forward with the Ahmed's talk, like before Ahmed started talking, I would like to mention one thing. Don't take it as a like a webinar or the thing that we are just here for monologue. Treat it as a thing where we need to connect with the each other. So keep introducing yourself in the chat. Start introducing yourself in the chat. Where are you joining from? Where do you work, or what do you pursue? So keep introducing yourself, and let's keep the ball going on. And now over to you, Ahmed. You can take the conversation here from the and let's do this.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the kind words. And you are totally right. Human power is not sufficient and efficient enough to get all of this covered, captured from the teams 26. Uh, I was reading, I was watching, I was testing out the things that they announced, the things that I could not reach out. That's why I have prepared Don't Afraid of 45 slides for 45 minutes. I do my best to focus on the value, not only the technical stuff, because it is not my style. And I will explain the things that announce how could be beneficial for you. And let's see what happens. Like Shivam said, there are some vouchers for you guys. You can also reach out to Shivam again, and there will be also at least 10 minutes for the Q&A session and the networking. You can simultaneously raise any questions on the chats. We will do as a team here our best, and also to explain, to send some related links, and to increase these values for your needs. Okay, I will share my screen and same things. So, okay. You see one slide surpassing team 26 in recap, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Right.
And just in quick verse to my backgrounds, I'm the founder of the Teams to Take, your natural Atlassian partner. I was working at Catworks and Adaptavis previously as an enterprise solution architect. With having said that, I am the certified Atlassian master and the safe practice consultant. And I have always the focus on the value, and I will also try in these sessions bring some values, bring dedicated things for your needs. So I will start with vibes with this video, and then let's see how could we also bring these feelings from the Anaheim.
here for data management and asset knowledge. Insights. Connection.
I'm here to become AI native. I'm here to learn.
Networking. I'm here to learn more about Atlassian capabilities. Hands-on learning.
To learn how Atlassian can help my company.
I'm here for Rovo.
Meeting people. Everything.
So the music is actually good here.
Yeah, like vibing on the music.
So I just say also I am here for everything. It was my emotion actually at the teams, and I try to do everything. We have the six full of the energy, full of the vibes, and we say good vibes only, and we warm up with some events. And for example, on the left hand side, you see the Harvard's clubs. This is the Atlassian clubs, and where you can see some Atlassian solution partner, the marketplace partner, to understand the situation, what problems our customers, Atlassian customers, administration, people has, and how could we figure out developing some strategies, developing some finds. And you see on the right hand side, this is my lovely Atlassian community. I am the Atlassian champions for speaker and the content creator. And I get the chance to meet with all of these guys and like great conversation, warm up sessions before the teams get started. And we had really great times, not only with the product leaders, but also with some sessions that we could actually give some feedbacks to Atlassian itself. And one thing was really, really interesting for me as an Atlassian champions. We can jump in to this expo floor, and I was in there, and I was waiting. The people was waiting in front of this door under the Unleash Your AI teams, and I have stopped in there and just waited the moment expo floor is open, and then you should see that the people was so energetic, and you get the feelings. I have to see this one. I have to maybe the partner. I have to jump into another things and raising some questions. It was great feelings, right? There are too many differences in profile. There are too many different people, and teams address all of these things, and that's why I have flight into the Anaheim. It is more than the 13 hours flights, but I am happy with that. And Anaheim was branded by Rovo. I will say on the every corners you could say some things in Los Angeles and LA on taxi, on maybe board, on the another difference. I said, what is the hell of it? Did Atlassian maybe also sponsor the Anaheim city? It was just a moment in my brain. And we got also a great dinner with the mic on the right-hand side. This is the small microphone with the small guy, is the Mike Cannonbergs. We met with him at the Atlassian Community Champions dinner. And he's a pretty nice guy, man. I should say you can talk with him and solve the problems that you have. So What happens actually at Teams? One of the unique things that I observe on the right-hand side and on the corner, you see the two guys, Mike Cannon Brooks and the Sheriff Mansour. This was crazy from my perspective, from the solution engineer perspective, because in front of the more than 5,000 people, they have done a demo. If you are the people who make some demo from the some technical staff, these people are knowing in how tricky this could be, how problematic this could be, but these brave hearts have done successfully, and they show the things, hey, it's working, and things that we are explaining solves their problems, right? From my perspective, teams are always the time, teams are always the place to address the most common question, the most common problems the companies has. This time was Rovo agentic. How could you build an AI native organization? How could you build actually this AI in your flow? Maybe for strategic points, maybe teamwork points, or maybe service management points. But how could you bring this AI agent into your flow? This was the question. From my perspective, Atlassian done successfully. I will walk you through how it's done. But on the right-hand side, on the corner, you see a map, how Expo floor was designed. You see a circle. In the middle of the circle, you see the Rovo. And around the Rovo, you see the collections. From my perspective, this is actually the meaning of the system of work we are trying to achieve. Every company has the same problems around the collections, right? Service problem, service management problems, strategy development problems, maybe some platform problems across the whole things. And AI is putting in the middle of these problems and it connects your context and data so that you can reach out your required data. You can reach out the required problem situation. You can solve first, start with the Rovo, and then they walk around the circle. It was, from my perspective, not just only the marketing things here, some stuff. It is also the meanings. How could we understand this kind of stuff? For those who don't know why we are in the last previous month seeing so much Atlassian with Williams F1, Atlassian is the sponsor and the technology partner for Williams. And that having said that, Atlassian understands in company the actual problems. Especially in these events, we have seen so many things also. How could you also engage hardware management things? There could be also the things we could expect the things from Atlassian. How could you actually connect also software and the hardware teams all together? There are so much things to announce. This is just a glimpse what happens, and I will walk you through right now around the searches and some case tests, and I will also face on the organizational reality. These are the case tests, and to make them better understanding for you guys, Atlassian also making some researches around Atlassian customers. As we all know, more than the 300,000 customers Atlassian has, and some of them are strategic. They are regularly, continuously hearing from the customers, and they are putting some research results with the state of the teams on the left-hand side, you see, and they understand the most common problem, right? This is the way how Atlassian do, and this time was all about the building an AI native organization. And what has defined in the last 6 months, 6 times increasing in the agentic automation. This is the common problem, right? If you take a look on another technologies, if you take a look at another development strategies, this is the common one. How could we bring this agentic AI into workflow. And the companies over 14 million Rovo assisted actions. From my understanding, this is the signals to Atlassian. This is the signals also for all of us. People needs actually more capability with Rovo. They are trying out to achieve the things over the Rovo, and 150 plus billion connection the teamwork graph. This means I will explain more about the teamwork graph, but how complex we are working actually, right? If we make any decisions, we need all of the connected data to make a data-driven decision. That's why this huge number is reality, and the Atlassian achieves and serves us with all these connections for the out of our context. Rovo used by 75% of the Fortune 500 and 90% of enterprise customers. This is some digits. I would also give you honest numbers. Only the 7 numbers of these companies has success, right? This is still the incremental points. This is still the points that we should learn from our fails. I believe in that, in an agile way of working. Having said that, we should fail fast and learn fast. And this is the way through the Rovo out of this experimentation, and we should actually stay on the course and give some another energy to that. And this was one of the highlight Atlassian focus on in the last previous month. Atlassian worked with Mercedes-Benz too much together. And out of this collaboration, we see 90% improvement in defect intakes. Every software company knows how tricky bug tracking is, how time consuming this should be, and how effective this flow, and then 10 times faster software delivery means actually for every companies. And this should be actually a signal for everyone who just want to rely on the Atlassian, because this is the numbers from one of the big companies. We all make an economic decision, and Sheriff Mansour showed the statistics. And if we use the teamwork graph, these 150 million plus the connections over the company that data, and then we should save almost 50% fewer tokens. We will talk about in the next previous weeks and months more than AI adoption. Maybe how could we get the control over the tokens, token economics. Let's put this on this way. And Atlassian giving this opportunity not only inward but also the outward right now to use this connected system over the all of the AI intelligence, and then you can save really almost the 50% tokens. So what does all this means? The only things that matter is context, our context. We could only be faster as our context or is ready for the right things, right? Otherwise, we see the hallucination. And to having said that, at the Mike Cannon works using this calls intelligence acts as an engine, while context is the fuel that powers it. Because of this situation, we should invest more than AI to our context. Because of this reason, we should actually see how context is reliable and how important this could be. And this replace with the teamwork graph. And over this context, with this connection model, you could actually assess your data first, understand your situation, and then give an AI power to there, and then that means the Rovo engine, that means the Rovo power, and then you can land actually on the place where you want to in. Now what does all this means? The ultimate goal is not to sanitize the chaos. We just want to build a nervous system. And we see the Rovo in the middle of the diagram. What does this diagram mean? If we understand this diagram, we could understand all of the system of work. And Rovo connect with your data over the teamwork graph for all of the details. And then one layer the above, you can manage all of your collection, all of your problems, all of your perspective, the different things teams are facing on. It is not sufficient to focus on just only the Atlassian data. We need to also think about with an enterprise level, with an system thinkings, and then you will find actually the better data level. You can find actually and see the situation. On the left hand side, you see what does the context actually mean to build a nervous system. As we all know, this is not a static situation. The data grows and grows again, right? This is the reality we should put on. And to get and control, you have to have actually the governance on this data, right? For growing data. And the second step should be the harnessing. Teamwork graph with the Rovo can touch in this data, and then with this the technology, you can actually find the most possible value to get the connected implementation and value, so that you can harness, you can find the right answer for your questions. And the surfacing, Rovo can also connect not only the Atlassian database, not only the Atlassian collection and the products, it is also connected to third-party tools that you can see around the circle, so that you will be sure your context is reliable. So I will say, just prepared, ready to build an AI native organization, nervous system and system of works. I have actually for 25 minutes for all of the updates, and let's see how could we build this system over the newest updates. There are so much things around the collection and the products announced, but Rovo was in the middle, and we should not talk about so much more how important the AI capabilities of Atlassian, because it is always in the middle. That's why I would not mention anymore how AI is important in this particular place. We will talk about the feedback. We will talk about the MCP and the CLI system and the command center. And let's get started with the Rovo. The new studio is announced. One of the most important things was it is not right now the beta, and you can use Studio for the agents to build an automation and the apps. This is the way for the project manager or for the any managers that they want to have this governance, right? That they want to see or build this kind of the architecture. That's why Studio is the place for you guys. And one of the most important updates technically was Forge. It is like Lovable. You can prompt anything, and then you can build Forge application right now in actually this studio in Atlassian directly. I would advise to use this studio for this capability to take a look the workflow for you and they identify some things like, let's say for the project manager, it is a common case. You just want to see some colors depending on the status, and then you can just prompt and to get the enforced application in your place. Maybe that would be also the take an economic view. You can also save some cost for the other needs. So teamwork graph and MCP server and the CLI, two big things. The MCP server is actually was existed for the Rovo. Right now we have teamwork graph MCP server, which is connected directly to the Rovo, and you can find all your personal connection, all your work over this MCP, and through the CLI, you can save more credentials. You can save more tokens with these possibilities. And I have prepared also what does actually teamwork graph does. Teamwork graph is the efficient way if you are using the multiple maybe AI LLMs tools, which is supported by Atlassian, or it is also the open way you can connect directly with the third-party LLMs, and then you can reach out Atlassian context from the third-party LLMs. I am using the Cloud, for example. It works very well for the huge implementation that we are not could implement over the Rovo, for example. This will be the use case for you guys. The Atlassian opened up these ways, not only getting the information out of the Atlassian. This is the way you can also implement some things into Atlassian. And the second thing, CLI, with the Mike's explanation, this is the nerdy stuff. This is for the developers. It is almost the same technology. It is almost the same ability. You can put your needs into black screen. Let's put it on this way. But the difference you could understand is Teamwork CLI has some skills. If you want to implement something specific with your specific projects, it means also cost saving. You can say Teamwork CLI is connected directly to the Teamwork Graph, and you put just dedicated skills into a place so that AI modeling is not making the more reasoning, so that you save the tokens, right? That's why that will be the one of the most important points to get to know. And Teamwork Graph is available right now. From my perspective, you can also share these slides for everyone. But you can right now scan this barcode and actually landing on the page, and you can see every connection you have done so far in your instance actually. Okay.
I dropped the link for that as well in the chat, so if you want to explore.
Oh, perfect. Thank you, Shivam.
Yes.
The other things is the code intelligence. It's coming soon, but I have seen a glimpse over there. You will be able to, in the next couple of months, I would say, no more the ping pong between the another development tools and like GitHub or another staff and Cursor, GitHub Copilot, Codex, and so on. You will see directly your staff in Jira items, because the promise the Atlassian is making in the next weeks, you will be just prompting and understanding the end products and adjust your promptings, and we will be just builder, right? The roles are changing. We need to adapt this kind of stuff. That's why maybe we will call not more the project manager, project builder, something in this direction, so that these capabilities serves or making in this automation for everyone. Code intelligence would be actually the great one. You can check it out and directly the things that's happening for your particular story, technical task, and then you have the overall the control about the codes. Max mode in Rovo. Sheriff Mansour explained the things. Atlassian invests not only the software development, not only the software automation, but also the planning. Maybe all of the people in this call knows the basic things. You can directly create the suggested subtask or suggested story from the parents. Now, Atlassian bring more intelligence to there. If you make some mistakes, if you make not major planning, this mode in Rovo will actually warn you, is this the right things you are doing? Maybe you should put some estimation over there, or is this the estimation is reality, or you should maybe do something else and offer better planning optimization for all of the planner, which is from my perspective as a strategic and planning consultant, so many value. What happens in the platform application? Analytics is the enterprise tools, and the Atlassian has closed actually the name of the home dashboards. If you open up any home directory on the cloud, you will show the dashboards, and next to the dashboards, the beta. This is the screenshot from my instance, for example. Please get in touch these dashboards for collaboration. This is the view for everyone. If you are the project manager, if you are the product manager, there are so many capabilities you can implement. You can show your data to your people so that alignment or visibility should be easier for everyone. From my experience, and that would be also my suggestion, Atlassian use platform as a central point for the collaboration. These tools, studio, goals, and the dashboards should be used for everyone. This is the methodic that we use. And what would be happen? Sekoda is acquired by Atlassian in the last couple of months. And if you see here, over this, all of the dashboards, nice clicky bunty dashboards, you will be also making some engagement, people engagement. We are talking about human AI collaboration, and that will be possible over your dashboards to get an understanding and to explain the things, maybe some gaps, so that will be also proactive way to build some great stuff for you guys. What happens in the trust and the infrastructure? That would be very interesting for all of the administrator. Atlassian also investing in too much things for the exceptions for the different setup and for the business teams. That's why it gives more control over the protecting sensitive data. For example, you can exclude right now any data. It should not be connected to Rovo, because maybe you have the finance companies, you just want to use Rovo, but exclude something, some projects which is maybe sensible data, confidential data, something else which is not allowed by compliance. You could actually exclude this kind of information. Govern agents effectively. That will give more and more control actually to make the both studio, the Atlassian administration, to see the what happens over the agents, how effective the agents are has been using, and you will be also getting some insights about the trends, usage, or security insights, so that you will be the one who feel like an admin. And next things, units. This is more than for the enterprises interesting, because this was also the one of my companies. Enterprises has a complexity structure and the setups. And we need some more flexibility to set up our real company in Atlassian organization, and Units gives to us the opportunity to build like real org chart, because maybe you have some compliance, maybe you had some other maybe billing structure. You just want to separate, but stay on one organization. Unit will give you actually this opportunity so that teamwork graph will be separated, context will be separated, billing will be separated, and then that will be actually the problem solving from the Atlassian. Isolated cloud, this is again the companies who has more compliance or who has some sensitive data, more things that needs to actually separate it from the Terraform, from the AWS system, from Atlassian. Isolated data started in this month, and then they could have actually the own database, and they could also own cloud environment, so that will be compliant also for those companies. You will feel like a superhero now and forever, because Atlassian will give more and more capability to you guys. Later on, you can check it out, all of the data, what's coming, what will be happening, what should be expecting, so that you can create some concept. If you need some consultancy or something in this direction, you can reach out to me. I can also help you build your structure. But these are the things you can expect and adapt to your company, to your needs, guys. Another step to feel like a superhero over the connectors. As we all know, we need more and more control over the connector. It's not sufficient to say, okay, I just want to connect some SAP or some other step, and that's it. Hard-coded credential, hard-coded things where I could not see the transparency. It's not working. That's why Atlassian gives us more opportunity, more technical capability, like the identifying credentials and the health, so that you have an overview for all of this stuff. What happens over the teamwork collections? From my perspective, this is the most important updates over the teamwork collections, because you are able to right now map your agents directly into your Kanban, right? What does this mean? If you have defined a major flow for your development, for your any teams working on Kanban or the Scrum boards, right? You can create your agents. Agents are your teammates, have some responsibilities, technical responsibilities, and then once you drag and drops, it automatically understands and make these jobs, and then you should actually work on these features to build your flow, make a flow expand for your companies, right? And the other things that you can see here, you can also approach your agents not only on the Kanban boards, you can also assign the task directly to the agents. You can mention in the description or the commands, so that you get directly the results. For example, I am using an agent to optimize my story writing, to get them better acceptance criteria, dependencies, everything's around this. People which don't want to give so much time use this kind of stuff is also forced to use in this step, because behind the scenes I have automated all of this stuff and it works. They are also too happy that they see actually after the good results. Remix with Rovo and the Confluence slides. I am using actually so much the Confluence, and I'm also doing my presentation, my solution presentation over the Confluence since years, and you can use right now beta version. Just put on your company branding into place. Go understand your context and create your slides. I have tested out slides with the brandings. Is really I surprised with the results. That's so good working. The new stuff and they working very well. It's really great. On the right hand side, you see the remix. You can expect more and more, and you can just select the place where you have some numbers, where you have some things you just want to see in a click Ubuntu way, and the row understand the structure and create a remix, and you will find pop up like a great diagram, like a great research. You just put your needs into there, and you see really user-friendly design by Confluence. Okay. Agent briefings in room, and this will be also coming soon. You can also get the briefings from the agent in the room, so that your conversation, which is recorded, will be easier than ever over the Loom. Okay, what happens with the service collection? Atlassian invests since months in the incident management, and the things that is coming soon is the command center. Rovo Ops will be understand your steps and go through one by one, because as you all know, service manager in this calls, there are more steps and there are too many connected, maybe hardware, software things that needs to explore and understand. And this command center will be our lovely place to understand the investigation. And the other things, again, for the incident management or the Rovo service, you can actually define all of your steps, like we are doing as a checklist, and Rovo walk through with your explanation, and then give you actually the output what you need. My suggestion would be, again, just get in touch with your flow, with your requirements, understand your requirements very well, and break down these things, and then put the Rovo and see some magical output out of there. Hardware asset management is also coming soon. As I said at the beginning of the sessions, we should expect more and more around the hardware management at all. And Atlassian is bringing the solution for the asset management with the diagram is the first steps. Once you click on any hardware, you will get any information around this stuff. Otherwise, we are used to understand this kind of stuff, to jump into the just asset, find the diagram, and just get the graph, and understand the dependencies. You don't need this kind of stuff. Even agents could actually, without any ping pong, get enough information and overview with this hardware asset management. With the software collection, Axel Springer is the company, one of the biggest company in Germany, has presented how SDLC, software development lifecycle, is worked over the AI code reviewer, and you will see actually everything around the coding without jumping out from the Atlassian environment. Just you will open up the tickets. That will be the issue panel. You will see the everything's about around the codes, pull requests without leaving the tools to get in another place. So, and DX is the new engagement, new products, and for Atlassian developer experience, engineer leaders are flying blind on how AI is actually used by, and the Xcode gives this insight actually how effectively your developers are using these AI possibilities. That would be interesting for engineer leaders. And the other things is also important. The XAI spend management. This is the always we are talking, or let's say this, since 2 years we are talking about the AI. We could not figure out the problems, how, what kind of the spend we are having on there, what, where, or what value they are getting. And this some unified dashboards gives us actually over the developer experience. Strategy collection. This is another place Atlassian engaged the AI. With the strategic intelligence, you have the financial performance and the strategic healthy in one place, so that you can get the signals out of the teamwork graph and understand the situation over your strategy at this level. The other things, we are doing two great things with the planning, and Atlassian brings strategic planning. We are all know we make a plan. Great, risk management is there. We understand the dependencies. We understand the overall, maybe the milestones, and then it's a static deck that's outdated by the time, right? But execution matters. How could we be sure? This was the question that we could not explain. Actually, we could not find any solution. The solution is right now there with the strategic planning. In the next few weeks, focus will be just giving this overview, and also the feedback, say you have planned something in this direction, but it's not realistic. Please pay in attention. Human and AI capital, it is all around the talent products, and you just want to know, okay, I get new projects, and I just want to know how the capacity of my people looks like, which one would be actually best fit. You will find over the talent right skill for your projects, and talent will answer you through the Rovo inference skills mapped to your every positions, because we are expecting also some configuration over the talent for your people. Once you implement it, you will find actually for your projects, for your models, and you see the tokens usage here. Atlassian behave AI agents like a people. That's why it's also expected also having the overview in this view. So last collection, product collection is coming, and in feedback app, Atlassian acquired Cycle app. Cycle app was the 6 years, almost more than the 6 years, has experienced it just focusing on how could you get customer feedbacks, right? Out of the Slacks, out of Microsoft, out of the maybe website, out of the social media, out of the, it scans everything. Now Atlassian acquired this technology, this experience, these guys, and adapted as a feedback app. And this will be a part of the Jira product discovery. To make a better decision as a product leaders, you need the customer feedbacks. To make a better prioritization, you need actually understand the business values, right? And business value would be understandable by feedbacks, by your customers' feedbacks. That is the things that is coming soon. And this is the Jira Product Discovery Enterprise general available. If you have to manage the multiple portfolios over the multiple products, that would make sense to get in touch. This products discovery, because of the out of the box dashboards, as you see here, maintaining the governance, you see the life cycle reporting. It is more than the life cycle reporting, just focus on the products. break down and understand the components and understand the teams connected with this component and so on. That makes sense for the big scale from my experience and the suggestion. Yeah, that having said, the product collection is there. If you are working, or if you are the product companies, please just get in touch. This is the fastest growing application at Atlassian. I love using the product collection for my Forge application. I can see everything's around the products and I make the better decision over the across. AI tools have made it easier for. Oops, that was not planned. Oh yeah, 5 minutes left. Thank you so much. And I would rather to say thank you. I will get in touch with you guys. And this is the community spirit. I would love to meet you around the world again.
Yes, definitely. We would love to do that too. And yeah, thanks to you as well, like for this whole recap, like covering the whole 3 days sessions into the 45 minutes short deck. That is like quite amazing as well to covering everything in that. So now, I believe the floor is open for questions. So if we have questions, we can do it quickly because we have only 5 minutes.
Any feedbacks? It should not be. It doesn't have to be actually questions.
Yes.
How was the session? It would be also great for me. Did you enjoy out of this information? Maybe my tempo, my. Is there anything else you have things? Thank you so much, Colin, for your feedbacks in the chat.
Yes. Or maybe I think some of the people are talking about the AI agents in the chat. So maybe they can share about their preview about that, like how they are using it quickly. So I think Anamika, then I think Anup and the Hari is sharing that they are using AI agents or they have used that. So maybe they can share a quick glimpse of that. Anamika, would you like to go first?
Yes, like in the row chat section, I have tried few of the agents like that summarize things and that was specifically I started with the work item only because that is the first thing which we go in the Jira. So in the row chat, I have tried work item creation one, summarize one, and in conference also I have trying because in conference this create with row is going on. So in conference I have tried this summarizing pages like pages like yeah, I have tried few for my workaround and to get the summarized things and to get the update of what particular things is going in the projects or what like kind of what last week for example I have done and all to get. And also like I have tried agents on studio to creating the agents on studio. So yeah, like that.
Cool.
Maybe another example from my side in this regards, I have built an agent for the backlog groomings and some sub agents for the different type of the issue work items. And for epics, you need another standard. So then the stories, and for the epics, for example, you have the definition already. You have the high level overview, you have the great description, and for the stories, for example, you have to use in an agile way. Let's put on this way. Acceptance criteria. You need to see the dependencies. You need to see overall the risk management. You need to see this kind of stuff, and all of these in sub agents. Check it out once you prompt or once you activated the these agents that will trigger and define the okay, is this the story, is this the epics, and then explain the things as an offer first. You apply the things and then you get in better ticket quality at the start of the plannings.
Awesome.
Yes.
So you
So
you
yes.
click on like studio that custom agents, right?
Yeah, this is the custom agents I have built For me, for my development team and one of my mid-sized company, I sure.
Uh, all right, so I think we are almost over the time. So before everyone tries to leave out, because I believe everyone has few commitments. So can we have cameras on if you feel free, like everyone? So we can take a screenshot of that. Then we can move to the Q&A and we can stay till the end.
Shivam, I
So
think somebody asked a question.
yeah, so let's take a screenshot. Then we can move forward.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that because some people might have some few meetings after that.
Yeah,
So
yeah, sure.
yes. So maybe you can come on camera if
So
you are in the comfortable position, or you can take time, maybe a few seconds.
Maybe
All right.
some makeup.
Yes. So let me take a screenshot of the first screen. All right. Now the second one. Ah, it's done. Thank you, guys. So now we can come on the question of like the Srinivasa who asked that. Do you have any suggestions, idea for the agent creation for the support point of view? Though we have couple of agents that give the automations for suggestions and auto response based on the available knowledge bases.
y- like okay, uh, go ahead. That
Like Ahmed, do you want to take that one or should we answer?
Can you please repeat the question again?
So it is in the Q&A. You can see the Q&A tab in the bottom part. They're asking about the agent creation for support point of view.
Agent creation for the support. If I get
So
the questions,
so if I can, let me share my screen so if you can see that.
uh to any suggestion idea for the agent creation for the support point of view. If we are talking about the intake process and for the first step, that will be the interesting thing for the classification, depending on your setup for the supports. I would like to see the how classification is working for you. Is there any technical staff and technical checkup uh, with for this particular status? And then that would be actually the points you can get in touch with the compliance data, and through this compliance data get some feedbacks, and then build something to there and then get the feedbacks. That will be the agents for the classification. And then depend Rovo understand all of this ticket information, and the classification will be set automatically to the team, to the person, to the everyone. That is the things I have implemented. If you have the major workflow, this is the general advice for the building and the agents for the supports. Just understand what technical steps, what checklist you need at any steps, right? Maybe after the in progress, you get some feedbacks from the customers. To make this clear for the customers, agents can understand directly the questions and make the researches. Let's say agents just want to understand some requirements around your products, and the products information is living in the compliance, and you have maybe customers had made some bad experience, and then Rovo agents bring every step in a comments and they pay attention. Hey, customers was raising these questions 3 times, and these are the information customer needs. For an agent, this is the valuable information. Just go through over there and they put on there. But for incident management, please first think first and go through the newest technology, newest ability that we are showing uh, around this kind of the events, and then decide to whether you need some more agency into there because of the governance perspective, because of this reducing the complexity. First things first, what is the out of the box features? Because Atlassian is listening every companies, every big companies, and they try to find or solve in a common way. That's why please go through the first out of the box features and then understand your flow under the flow of technical step, and then this technical data related everything we could build. I hope I could understand and answer the questions in an appropriate way for the attendees.
Yes, I believe. So maybe, sorry guys, like we already over the time, so pardon me. So uh, if you have any questions, like you can drop down in the chat. We can take that after the quiz, or maybe we can connect over the LinkedIn. Like we can connect offline for that, because I know like time is precious for everyone. So let's do this quiz quickly, because I promised you the gift voucher and certification voucher. So then we can do the other stuff. So scan that QR code and join through the menti.com with this code, and we can start with that.
Shivam, can we also try?
I think the champions are excluded from that. So like Anamika, Hari, me, even the
Like,
Ahmed as well.
yeah, like I think let's go.
Even
So,
if you
My,
even if you participate, like you will be excluded from the list of the winners.
So we won't be using our own names. We will be using different names then.
but
my
still,
raw agents,
but still you have to give your email to get that voucher, right?
Uh,
So
we can create
my raw agent says me, Ahmed, be fair. There are most of people needs this voucher.
All right, all right. So let's quickly join, guys. So I believe 10 of you have already joined, and I think 16 are here. So if we exclude the 4 or the 5, then I believe one more should be left. Anyways, let us start. If anyone is left, please try to join in between with this code. You can join in between also. So with the first question, and that is also a fastest finger first. So please try to answer it fast. Otherwise, you will lose the points. So the first question, and that is from the deck only. So Team 26 theme this year was the best, summed up by which one? Moving fast, break Jira, experience to go context cross intelligence, AI for everyone. Like there's a lot of AI stuff, or more tools or fewer meetings. What is the theme for this year, Team 26? So one is left to answer. Everyone has voted. Awesome. So the correct one is acceleration equals to context cross intelligence. I think Ahmed already told about this, like the context rich thing that is going around the teamwork graph. So the theme of this year is that second one. Now moving on to the next, which is 8 players ready, 9 ready. Okay. And the teamwork graph grew a lot since last year. How big is it now in the numbers? Is it 50 billion collections, 12 billion, 500 billion, or 150 billion plus connections? I think that is also in the deck. The number we already presented that in the session. So if you are watching the screen or just listening to the Ahmed, then you might know that. And let's see how
Shivam, I
will you
think
answer it.
Anamika is doing something on the back end. She turned off her screen.
maybe maybe she joined with the other name. No worries,
I guess so.
I will not get giving the voucher to her. So the correct one is
I
150
don't
billion
have
plus.
phone. My phone is here. I am not using it.
Hands out.
All
I
right.
was having water.
Okay. So the correct one is 150 billion plus collections, guys. Now that 12 billion. Okay, with that, quickly move to the third one. So we have, I think, only 6 questions here. So we will be covering it fast. Okay. So the third question is, when AI is grounded in the teamwork graph, Atlassian's benchmark showed what? 44% more accuracy and 45% fewer tokens, 10% more accuracy. That's a kind of number stuff here. I think this is also presented in the one of the slide maybe, as I know.
Yes. I also know, but my hands are here. I'm not doing that.
Okay, let's see if the
This is not
audience.
fair, bro.
So, like, we already are getting these kind of stuff from the community. So let's keep that for the audience only. And the correct one is 44% more accuracy and 48% fewer tokens. So
I
that's
think the reaction time will be deciding.
Yeah.
yes.
It goes really well.
So after all, the fastest one is the winner.
Fastest
And
one is
the fourth one is agent in Jira were generally available. What does it let you do? Replace all your engineers, assign agents work items,
Auto
auto
close
close.
every ticket.
Like it will close your support tickets overnight. So you woke up in the morning and the support tickets are gone, and it turned
Yeah.
your Jira into a chat app.
Yeah,
What does it
bro.
do?
For morning, you don't need to work anything.
So it's the simplest one, I guess. Okay, let's see how many of you answer it correct. So is the answer? Yeah,
Yeah, that one
someone is
person is
playing.
someone might like me.
Someone is playing with us, I believe. Or Ahmed, is it you? Like playing with the wrong name here.
I totally agree with that.
All right. So the second last question, guys. We will quickly wind up. And the question is: Team 26 introduced a brand new collection. Which one? And that is the very thing that we discussed: the finance collection, the marketing, the project, the design. And I believe you can answer that pretty well because that's the highlighted in the deck only, like the headline of the deck. And the answer is the product collection, not the design, not the finance. Product collection
Finance
introduce
would
the
be actually great. Finance.
like Atlassian will introduce in the coming years, maybe.
Atlassian secured SAP.
Okay. So the last question is, and the question is, even I don't know the question. What the question? When and where is the Team 26 Europe is happening? And that is not a thing that we announced in the deck, but yeah, it's for your awareness only. So if you
Beautiful
are aware with
city.
the
Absolutely beautiful. One of the most beautiful city. And the Atlassian um, has also some
office is there, Atlassian
should
has
I
office
say?
there.
Yeah.
So let's see how many of you know that.
First time at last camp happening in India, and everyone know where it is.
Okay.
I was
So it is in Amsterdam. So most of you are right and aware with that Atlassian announcements. So now let's see the leaderboard, guys, quickly. And I believe
Wow.
who is on the top? Grace.
Grace.